So, what do you want to do now? Do you want to do like a speed round on some movies? Are you done? Are you?
I think we should probably wrap up if we want to talk about what we're going to watch.
So yeah, let's do the weekly. This
Because
is
I think we've been talking for a while.
probably. This is now our what are we watching? But I've also added the weekly roundup because I have a few movies that I watch that I don't have a lot to say about, but I want to give my 1 cent on, which
Mm-hmm.
starts with you can do this too. But I watched the Cars 1 through 3. I'd seen Cars 1 already. I thought it was fine. I enjoy it. It's good but not great. I don't know. And Cars 1 is okay, interesting. Cars 2 is pretty bad. Cars 3 is fine. And because I had finally seen Cars 3 and 2, I have now seen all Pixar films except for the ones not released. And I am excited by that fact. And it's interesting. My one-liner is kind of like, it's interesting to watch the Cars trilogy, which is kind of, without nuance, is average. And then the Toy Story quadrilogy now. And like, I know not everybody loves the fourth movie, or that one got a little bit less attention from critics, but God, I think all those movies are great. And it's the same studio, but like with Toy Story, they've just always managed to do something great. And with Cars, it was average. Anyways, and then my other one-liner is that I have two more. My one-liner is I watched The Road to El Dorado, which is very much a film of its time, as I think Kevin Kline and Kenneth Branagh are both voicing.
It's a
Aladdin.
90s Disney
It's
2D
not Disney.
animation.
I think
Okay, not Disney.
I think it's DreamWorks.
2D though, right?
2D. And yeah, it's about, these two Spanish guys, and it's Kevin Kline and Kenneth Branagh, and unless I voicing them, and unless I know unless I don't know something, I don't think any of them have any Spanish in their heritage, and it is a very weird movie, and it's one of the it's problematic, but it was interesting to watch. And then the other one-liner is I watched Spaceballs the other day. I hadn't seen that since I was a kid.
Yeah, you didn't say anything about that. You just kind of said, "Oh, I watched that," and then I knew you'd seen it before.
Yeah, I'd watched it several times as a kid, and some of it's still funny. Some of it didn't age very well, and some of it is like, it's cute that there's like some moments in it where I'm like, this is cute, and maybe it's just not as good as some of the other Mel Brooks movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of one of those things where I shrugged after I watched it, and I'm like, I probably can go another couple decades without having watched that if I even ever need to watch it again.
Interesting.
Like, it just didn't age very well, and it just, Anyway, so those are my one-liners for the week. What are you watching this week?
Well, let's see. I was just going to pull up my list just in case. I think we kind of talked about a number of things I watched.
Yeah.
Things I didn't really talk about already would be I am trying to catch all the Buñuel that is leaving Criterion. I've already seen Discreet Charms of the Bourgeoisie, and I loved it because that is a Sarah movie. A Sarah movie is a movie where people keep trying to have dinner together, and it doesn't happen, just for a variety of reasons that don't necessarily make sense, and that is my happy place. Death in the Garden, I want you to watch for specific reasons, but I also quite enjoyed it, but I'm not going to talk about it too much because I might post about it later.
I may catch some of these Buñuels before they leave Criterion, so we may even.
I definitely want you to watch. I think you'll like Death in the Garden more than Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie because I think it's more of a Theo movie. Yeah. Tristana I watched, which was the one that got nominated, and I was a little underwhelmed by it. It's not bad. And I was reading some things that were like, this is a very personal Buñuel film. And I'm like, what does it say about me that like, that's the one I don't like as much? But it wasn't bad. I was also just distracted because Franco Nero and Catherine Deneuve, who are Italian and French, respectively, were dubbed in Spanish. And it's a little, you can tell, like, they're doing these like nuanced performance and then like someone's yelling at you in Spanish is kind of what it felt like at times. Like the actors dubbing were doing okay, but it just felt like a little nuance got lost in between. I watched Creed and enjoyed it. And I guess that's kind of all I have to say about stuff I watched.
Groovy.
Um,
Well, so what are you gonna watch? You
so
have the other Boonwells to catch up on.
yeah, there's two more Boonwells. I can't remember their names. I will talk about them next week, maybe.
Yeah.
I think one's Object. It's like the Milky Way, an object of his desires, something like that. I do want to catch those. I'm probably going to watch The Outside Man, which is mentioned in LA Plays Itself as one of I think it's a French director. I'm pretty sure it's a French director doing Los Angeles. And Tom Anderson in LA Plays Itself says that, Europeans tend to love Los Angeles in a way that they love everything about it. So you kind of see all of LA, not just like the pretty West Side.
Mm.
So our father has already watched it and said that it was okay. So
we'll see how that works. Yeah.
I want to keep watching I think it's Pride Month, right? So I think I was uncertain about that last time too. So the month will be over and then I'll know for sure.
It's Pride
but
Month.
they've got I'm a Cheerleader or something like that. I want to watch that on Criterion Channel. They've got some different, I want to catch up on some of those as well as to continue. I want to watch Killer of Sheep.
Yeah, that's not streaming, and I think you have to pay for that. I don't think that's free anymore.
Criterion doesn't have it.
I don't think so. No,
I have to space. Oh, because I watched Bless Their Little Hearts, which is those ones are a hard watch, so I kind of space them out a little bit.
Yeah.
I was talking to our father about you can only watch so many La Dolce Vita, so many Bless Their Little Hearts in a row. You need to and I don't even need to watch a Disney film in between them. I just need to watch something that's not about the bleakness of poverty.
Yeah, but it's
the existential angst that is existence. I just need
there's a rule in my apartment my girlfriend has where we can't. Our second movie, if there is one, or even our last movie, if it's only one, can't be bleak. It has to be, neutral to positive.
Yeah, I understand.
But
that's kind of Did you didn't really say what you're gonna watch, did you?
I haven't yet. So there's I think 8 movies that I really want to watch that are leaving the Criterion Channel at the end of the month, which is 4 from you that I need to watch.
Sorry.
That's okay. And then the rest of the Colombian Noirs are going out of off the service, and I want to catch those before they leave. But
instead, today you're watching.
Well, okay, and so judgmental. So I want to catch those. Yesterday, I watched my VHS copies of the Star Wars movies because I like the originals as they were presented more or less in theaters. There was some, they did some things on the VHSs to make the sound quality better or whatever. I don't know. Although they're really shitty copies now. And today is going to be the first time I'm ever going to watch the actual updated George Lucas has dicked around with them for 20 years versions, 30 or 40 years versions, which are available on Disney Plus. And I've never seen them, and I've never seen what it looks like in good quality, which will be interesting. And we had just been wanting to rewatch them, and I like the original Star Wars trilogy enough to do it, though it is a lot of hours to watch. And so that's what I'm doing today. And then the Criterion movies. And then I want to watch Malcolm X. That's one that in Crooklyn, those are 2 Spike Lee movies that have been on my list forever. And we watched Barry Jenkins interview Spike Lee. And it's I just really need to go back and watch.
Yeah, I want to watch School Days too. I have to wait for my significant other to watch Malcolm X in Crooklyn. And since he also works late, that's probably going to be the weekend after next before I can watch either of those.
Yeah, so maybe we'll all watch that together. And then if I do also kind of want to catch the Boonwells, but depending on timing, I may not make it to those because I've only got this week and next weekend really to do that. And then that's kind of...
They might be playing somewhere else. You might want to check on Discreet. I mean, probably you can pay to rent them at other places too.
Some of them, I'm just trying to catch them while they're free to watch, or they're part of my subscription that I've already paid. Yeah, and I think that's kind of it. I think there's some other movies, some Disney movies that me and Jill have been wanting to watch, and I think there's The Fifth Element that Jill's been wanting to rewatch, and we'll probably do that soon. And
have you not seen The Fifth Element?
I've seen it. It's been a little while, but I've seen it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. So
sounds cool.
Anyways, All right. Thank you for listening, everybody. It's been fun. I'm going to go back into the living room and order lunch and
Watch
sit
some
down
movies.
and watch almost 7 hours worth of Star Wars movies. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.